Okay, so guys, I should be audible now. Okay, let's do some functions, C programming functions question. Okay, before that, let me just yes, uh, let me just I'll check. Okay, let me just get the questions. Okay. Linear structure changes should be here, right? Click also. Here. Okay. So you have to do this question. We will not do this because this is easy basic question. Okay, you have to just add the two numbers, which you can do. Okay, I'm showing you again. Show you again. Okay, let's just leave it. We will start from here. Question number 2. Write a program to find the factorial of a number n by using a suitable user-defined function. Okay, so we have to find factorial of a number n. So okay, so so we have this. Okay, so first we will start with int main, then we will declare n as integer, and we will print entire number, then we will scan that number into n. Okay, if n is less than 0, okay, so print a factorial of negative number is not defined. Okay, so now didn't it use any curly braces? Why? Because it's in single line. If it is in single line, we will not use curly braces. If you want, I can show you here. Okay, just a second. Pull that. Yes. So in C, curly braces are optional. If and if else for or while block contains only a single statement. Right. In C, curly braces are optional. If and if else for while block contains only a single statement. So these are optional if else for or while block contains only a single statement. When you omit the braces, the compiler automatically attaches. When you omit the braces, the compiler automatically attaches only the very next single statement to that block. It's telling us that when you omit the braces, the compiler, which converts the C language to computer language, automatically attaches only the very next single statement to that block. How it applies to your function, to your code. In your main function, when it is less than 0, print this, else factor n. Because what if branch and else branch execute only one line of code. C allows you to skip the braces. It's completely identical in behavior to writing. If n is less than 0, print factorial of negative number is not defined, else factorial n. Okay, so let's move on. Right. So if n is less than 0, print a factorial of a negative number is not defined. If n is less than 0, print a factorial of negative numbers. So let's say if n is less than 0. So if n is less than 0, print a factorial of a negative number is not defined. Right. Okay. Else factorial n. So this one is a function and will go up here, factorial int n. Then int fact equal to 1. Okay. Int fact equal to 1. For int I equal to 1, I less than equal to n. So void factorial int n. Okay, so now if you think what this void means, I will tell you later on. Then factorial again, the same thing, but we'll write here int n. We will declare it again because this is this goes here and this is completely new to the compiler. Okay, so we'll declare it int fact equal to 1. For int I equal to 1, I less than equal to n, I plus plus fact equal to, this is what means fact equal to I times of fact, right? Print a factorial of percentage d equal to percentage d. N would come up here, fact would come up here. So this much. Okay, then the void function would return nothing, right? It will return nothing. It will be just here and just stay here. Right, it will just stay here and we will just print a value. Means what will happen is the factorial of n is what, guys? N is, and let's say if it is less than 0, then it will not work. But if let's say it's 5, then factorial of 5 is okay, but I think it's not single line. No, actually the for loop stops here. In C, curly braces are optional if and if else for or while block contains only a single statement. Okay, so okay, so at the end we will get factorial of 5 is equal to uh, 5 factorial is 5 times 4 times 3, 20, 20, 60, 60, 120, 120. So 120, and then this will not go anywhere else. It will just stay here, return 0, I guess. No, it will just stop here, right? Okay, let's actually look, take a deep dive into it. Just a second, guys.